The surprise in this week's Ligue 1 Conforama comes as Paris Saint-Germain were beaten by promoted outfit Strasbourg 2-1. It was a difficult day for the Parisians as Nuno da Costa opened the score for the home side before Kylian Mbappe stroked in his 5th goal of the season. But again, Nuno da Costa flicked on, and this time it was Bauken who raced through on goal and beat Areola. A fantastic goal to sink Paris for the first time, despite them remaining top. Lyon had an opportunity to close the gap with the top two in the league, and it didn't take long for them to take the advantage as Maxwell Cornet stroked in from close range after a little bit of a scramble in the Caen box. Caen desperately unlucky throughout the match as they hit the woodwork twice, but Mariano Diaz fired in to give Lyon a 2-goal cushion. And despite Ivan Santini getting a late goal for Caen, it was Bruno Genesio's side who came away with the 3 points and climbed up to 2nd in the league. Following them, close by, is Monaco, as Radamel Falcao led his team to a first victory in 3 matches, their last victory coming when the Colombian scored his last goal. And it took him only 2 minutes to get the only goal in this match as the Principality side go into 3rd. Marseille had an opportunity to climb into 2nd of the Ligue 1 Conforama, but were taken by surprise early on by Giovanni Sio, who scored the opening goal for Montpellier in a very controversial match. As first, a penalty seemed very harsh against Hilton, which was converted by Florian Thauvin, but then late on a goal disallowed for offside, correctly so by the referee. Marseille in 4th. Saint-Etienne were on the back of a 3-0 beating by Bordeaux, but it was Pajot who opened the score for them with a phenomenal strike. Incredible goal by the Saint-Etienne midfielder. Claudio Ranieri's Nantes, however, needing to play much better in the second half, and they did, even though they were a little bit lucky. 1-1 the final score at the Stade Geoffroy Guichard, as both teams continue to vie for European football. Sabri Lamouchi's Rennes were up to 8th in the league standings after a difficult start to the season, which they had managed to turn around, and that run was set to continue as Wabi Kazri stroked in their first goal before captain Benjamin André got the second, 2-0 against Amiens. Bordeaux had beaten Saint-Etienne 3-0 in midweek, and they were set to start with another victory against Dijon. After CAFU got the early goal, it was an equaliser by YAMBERE who kept Dijon in the game before the stunning goal of the weekend. MALCOM, what a strike from over 30 yards out. It's a curler. Benjamin Rennais had no chance. What a goal. But Dijon would not lie down, and it's a fantastic goal as JEANNOT struck in. It's a 4th consecutive home win for Dijon, who keep climbing up the table. Nice were looking up the table after some poor results, but it was Alassane Plea who stroked in the first goal for them against Metz, who were rock bottom of the Ligue 1 Conforama. They managed to equalise, however, through a Nolan Roux header, but their hope of getting a point at the Allianz Riviera was short-lived, as first Mario Balotelli turned in a free kick before Alain Saint-Maximin got the winner. Nice 3, Metz 1. Caen were desperately looking for a win, and it was Jimmy Briand, the former Lyon man, who turned provider. A fantastic goal for him, the only goal in that match against Troyes. 2 sending-offs in a feisty affair at the Stade de l'Aube. Lille and Toulouse were both in trouble at the bottom of the league, and it was a phenomenal goal by Nicolas Pep which gave Lille the advantage Mike Mignon, the Lille goalkeeper, also managed to save a 91st minute penalty by Andy Delors as Les Dogs move out of the relegation zone. A phenomenal weekend of action with some absolutely stunning goals. Dijon beat Bordeaux 3-2. It's a first loss for Paris Saint-Germain, and Montpellier hold Marseille to a draw. At the top of the table, Paris remain in first place. Lyon, Monaco and Marseille all on 32 points. Nantes just outside the top four. Rennes closing in on European football. At the bottom, it's more nightmare times for Metz as they still are rock bottom, 10 points behind Angers. Toulouse slip into the bottom three as Lille move out of the relegation zone. In next week's action, Bordeaux take on Strasbourg on Friday. Paris Saint-Germain host Lille at the Parc des Princes. Guingamp host Dijon before a fiery Marseille Saint-Etienne at the Velodrome.